think it can. I mean, the extraordinary thing about... Where did this come from?
Junk shop in Coventry.
You?
I bought it as
How long ago?
84.
How much?
I can't exactly remember, about £1.50 I think.
Really? And did you know what it was?
William de Morgan was the great ceramic experimenter of the arts and crafts movement and a close friend of William Morris, whose workshops at Merton Abbey he worked alongside in the 1880s. He spent years chasing the lost lustre glazes of medieval Persia and Renaissance Italy, coaxing iridescent reds and golds from the kiln that no other English potter could match. The pottery never paid its way. He finally gave up the kiln and, in his late 60s, reinvented himself as a best-selling novelist. His work did not always leave the studio with a maker's mark, which is precisely why one can slip through a junk shop unrecognised.
About £1.50.
It's quite a profit, isn't it?
Not bad.
He says this is worth £3,000 to £5,000. Permission to faint?
Oh. I did not go home on the bus then.
Well done. Congratulations. Thank you. Find of the day.
Well, it came to me from my great-grandfather, who was General the Honourable Sir Percy Fielding, and it was given to his brother, his elder brother, who was later the 8th Earl, by Queen Adelaide. I presume as probably a 21st present, or perhaps as a souvenir of services in equerry.
Do you know whether it's actually ever been...
Ebenezer Coker was George and London's great specialist in candlesticks. He entered his mark at Goldsmiths' Hall in 1739 and spent the next 40 years making little else, turning out the candlesticks and salvers that lit the dining rooms of the age. A chamber stick that unscrewed and folded down to travel was a luxury reserved for the few who journeyed for months at a time. And the Queen who once gave this one away, Adelaide of Saxe-Meiningen, left a far larger mark elsewhere. The Australian city of Adelaide was named in her honour in 1836.
Figure put on them by any professional valuer?
Never. I've just regarded them as curiosities, really, certainly not as anything of moment.
Well, I think your insurers ought to know about them, because I would put a figure of £5,000 on these alone.
You've watched hundreds of these moments. The ordinary object. The jaw-dropping value. But here's the question we never ask: what's sitting in your home? You don't have to wait for the roadshow to come to your town. In seconds, Velco tells you what it is, when it was made, and what it could be worth. It's like having the roadshow in your pocket. Open the App Store and search Velco. VELQO. Or point your phone at the screen. You might be sitting on a fortune.
This vase is especially lovely in that it's pierced at the top. Isn't that gorgeous? These are both by Harry Davis, who was a great idol of mine. I thought Harry was marvellous. He was a genius of a painter for landscapes, and I think those are lovely.
Royal Worcester is one of the oldest porcelain houses in England, founded all the way back in 1751. By the 1860s, its decorators had perfected jewelled enamelling, building raised beads of coloured glaze one fired layer at a time, the crusted, three-dimensional border you can see ringing this plate. The painter who trained the man who made it, Harry Davis, joined the works as a boy and stayed for 70 years, the longest career the factory ever recorded. That pedigree passed down the bench, from master to pupil, and it is part of what you are paying for here.
But this one, I think, which is signed Harry Davis, and it's very, very lovely. I suppose one's looking at perhaps 3,000 to 4,000.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. But this one is just impossible to put value on, because it's desperately unusual. I've never seen anything else since that approaches it in the extreme quality of craftsmanship. Perhaps insure for something like 5,000 or 6,000.
Blinking heck. I'm scared to touch it now. You know.
Oh, no.
Do you remember Bransbury Williams?
No.
The Shakespearean actor.
Oh, right.
Yes, well, his sister left it.
Oh, right.
That's interesting.
the Victorians were besotted with novelty jewellery. Serpents, insects, songbirds and owls sprung to life in gold and gemstones during the 1860s craze for the natural world. The owl carried a particular charge, the bird of Athena, ancient emblem of wisdom and the watcher in the dark. The glinting eye set into this one are cat's eye chrysoberyl, a stone prized for the single ribbon of light that glides across its surface as it turns. Jewellers have a name for that shifting gleam, chatoyancy.
Well, I love it. Do you have it insured by any chance? Probably not.
Oh, yeah, for 1,000, I think.
1,000? Well, I would think that this really should be insured for something like 6,000.
I'll definitely take you out to dinner.
My grandmother handed it down to me when she passed away a few years ago at the age of 102.
Goodness gracious me.
So,
well, now look at that.
she left all this
Look at that.
for me as
Because
well.
here we have a veritable cabinet of curiosities. It's an extraordinary collection of Georgian and Victorian.
This is 2 centuries of one family's jewellery laid out together in a single tray. The memorial rings, black enamel, a curl of hair sealed behind glass, belong to an industry that boomed after Prince Albert died in 1861, when the widowed queen put her whole court into black for the rest of her life. The gold chains are older again, drawn and woven entirely by hand in the Georgian workshops of the early 1800s, when every link was shaped by eye. Worn, handed down, and never once valued, until this afternoon.
From what looks like a fairly sort of straight Sheffield plate set, which is worth maybe no more than around about £300, you've got a lower tier drawer, which is probably worth £8,000.
God! Oh, I didn't realise that at all.
Before you go, a quick word that could save you from a costly mistake. Every week, treasures like the ones you just watched are sold at car boot and yard sales for pennies by people who simply didn't know what they had. Don't let that be you. With Velcro, just snap a photo of anything in your home, and in seconds you'll know what it really is and what it's really worth. And it's completely free. Point your phone's camera at the code on screen now, or search the App Store for Velcro, VELQO, before you let it go.